Hello friends, this is Miss Sudi and today I'm here with another read and it's titled I Don't Like to Read and it is written and illustrated by Nancy Carlson. This book is about Henry the Mouse who likes a lot of things about first grade except for reading, that is. All his friends and classmates, they like to read. And Tony, one of his classmates, can even read his favorite book upside down. So whenever Henry is called to read, he always frowns. One day, his teacher discovers not that Henry doesn't want to read, it is just that he can't. For him, letters and words kind of didn't make sense. So with some extra help and some extra practice, Henry gets more confident and starts reading in a situation where he and his brother has to know the end of a storybook. Henry just might end up saving the day. So if you have a copy of this book, go ahead and get it so we can get started with this book. Henry was now in first grade. Welcome, first graders. And he was learning lots of new things. But there was one thing Henry did not like about first grade: reading. It seemed like everyone else liked to read, especially Tony, who bragged that he could read his favorite book upside down. Henry really liked listening to stories at school and at home. But when Mr. McCarthy asked if anyone wanted to read, Henry never raised his hand. Reading is boring, he said. At home, whenever Henry was asked to read, he said, "No, I don't like to read. It's dumb." One day, after school, Mr. McCarthy asked, "Henry, why don't you like to read?" "Because all the words and letters just don't make any sense," cried Henry. "That's okay, Henry. Everyone learns to read in their own way," said Mr. McCarthy. "With a little extra help, soon you will be reading." Still, Henry wasn't so sure he would ever like to read. But Henry started getting extra help with his reading at school and made special time for reading at home. Pretty soon, some letters and words around him started to make sense. One night, Henry and Pete's babysitter was reading them a brand new library book. But just as she got to the best part, her friend called. And she would not stop talking. Pete really wanted to know what was going to happen in the story. "Henry, can you read it to me?" he asked. "Well, I really don't like to read, but I will try," said Henry. The letters started coming together into words, And before he knew it, Henry had read all the way to the end. He liked reading it so much, he read Pete another one. The next day at school, when Mr. McCarthy asked, "Who wants to read the lunch menu?" Henry was the first to raise his hand. So this is an encouraging fiction by Nancy Carlston. So it encourages us to put our mind to something and not run away or shy away from something that you're scared of. Like in this case, Henry, who shied away from reading because that was not his strongest suit. But at the end, he puts his mind, he puts extra practice, and he just does it. If you really liked reading this book with me, go ahead and press the like button and subscribe to my channel. Until then, bye!